Time for the last qualifying heat of the 2024 Classic Kart Race 100cc European Grand Prix. It's time for Prix 2000 and Prix 2000 Plus qualifying heat 3. Groups A versus B. Robert Schlunzen on pole position, Lorenzo Travisanuto alongside on the front row, 22 and 90. Lasse Rolligheid and Jan Oliver Nielsen, number 88 and number 9. Round out row 2, Kasper Stolzer in the 89 will be joined by Enrico Gafke on row 3 in the number 17. Lasse Jensen in the number 77 and Tina Bang Jorgensen due to start 8th in the 77 and the 24 respectively. Mark Risser joined by Joe Scory, 85 and 171. They round out the top 10. Tom Kleingries, Michael Juncker round out row 6 in the 84 and the 47. The number 7 of Dia Schilling and the number 5 of Alexander Matana round out the top 7 rows. David Veseybergen in the number 34 and Angelo Jorda in the number 60 round out row 8. With Tommy Nielsen in the 42, Kasper Brunn in the number 4, Henrik Hager in the number 57, and the 666 of Alex Roda Internay rounds out the 20-strong grid. A little bit of a backstory on Dia Schilling. Danish dad, Thai mum, and has made his return to karting after a 12-year hiatus, which is really, really good to have a different side of things. So he was one of the best Danish kart drivers in the 2000s, actually ran in KF2 at the 2007 World Cup at Karting de Fagne in Marienborg, and was looking to win it, but unfortunately got taken out in the final that year. But it's good to see him back in 100cc machinery, and is one of the other members of Team Brask alongside Lorenzo Travisanuto. So Schlunzen and Travisanuto, a battle I've been anticipating this weekend, and Travisanuto has the opportunity to show the current CKR 100cc Prix 2000 champions something to think about, and we're going to get them line astern, side by side into turn 1. Schlunzen does not give way, but oh, someone went around. That was Jan Oliver Nielsen. I think that was the number 9, and also someone else has gone off. That's the number 4, I think. Well, it was a 4 that I noticed. Not too sure who that was, but Robert Schlunzen leads the way. Lorenzo Travisanuto second. Lasse Rolligheid rounds out the top 3. I think Enrico Gafke made it up to 4th. But Jan Oliver Nielsen hitting drama, and that kart is going nowhere. So Jan Oliver Nielsen's going to have to pull that kart to the side of the circuit. The number 9 Techno out of the race early doors before we've even hit the halfway point of lap 1. So Schlunzen leading the way. Travisanuto just keeping it nice and calm and composed in P2. So someone else has had a bit of a moment. So Schlunzen leads the way by 7.5 tenths ahead of Travisanuto. Lasse Rolligheid leads, rounds out the top 3. Enrico Gafke, hot on his heels, is the number 17. Dia Schilling, the second member of Team Brass, now up to P5, ahead of Michael Juncker. So, Jan Oliver Nielsen, and we've had the number 77. Lasse Jensen is off the circuit in the 77 Tony kart. So another drama befalling. Well, I haven't seen Joe Scory break the timing beam, so Joe might not be out on track. I'm not 100% sure. But the thing is, sometimes by trying to close in on the race leader, you don't always want to put your eggs in one basket. And Lorenzo Travisanuto has just taken a little bit of time out of Robert Schlunzen. The gap is now 0.88 of a second. Rolligheid and Gafke going side by side, and Gafke dives up the inside through turn 3. That's 3rd place. So Jan Oliver Nielsen out, Lasse Jensen out. Looks like Tina Bang Jorgensen opted to withdraw possibly. that she is all okay. So Lorenzo Travisanuto does have a win. Schlunzen has a win. Now it's the two drivers that were the fastest in qualifying. Travisanuto said there was more pace in the engine, that he had bolted to the CRG Heron MBM, very much in the ilk and a tribute to the Team MBM crew that ran both Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton in the late 90s, early 2000s. And Schlunzen has a lead now over Travisanuto, which is 1.1 seconds. Gafke trying to close that in now. If you might remember from Heat 2, yes, we had the red flag stoppage, but also the fact that Gafke was closing in and trying to pass Travisanuto, but that did not quite happen. Rodeguide in the number 88, that's the CRG chassis he's running on, closing in on the German in the number 17. And Schlunzen has the fastest lap of the race so far, 59.451 seconds. So down to 16 runners and riders we go. So the gap between Schlunzen and Travisanuto last time was 1.1 seconds. Halfway, and Schlunzen continues to lead. Travisanuto 1.1 seconds behind. Gafke, new fastest lap of the race, nearly 2 tenths quicker than the race leader. So Gafke is starting to pull away is all. Now who's pulling in? That's the 47, Michael Juncker, who is running 6th. As a little bit further up the field, well, there's the 85 of Germany's Marc Risse and the 84 of Tom Kleingries. So two German drivers battling each other for position and real estate out on the circuit. That is for roundabout, that's for 7th place. It's going to be more than likely 6th after the fact that Michael Juncker has just retired, the number 47. But it's all going to come down to one particular moment, and it's going to come down to the final. The winner of the final, the top 3 in the final, they're the ones that get the trophies at the end of the weekend. So it is a winner-take-all event. You basically gather points as you mean to move up the order. As Gafke has got Holligud right behind, and the number 88 from Denmark, new fastest lap, 59.111. Risse and Kleingries are still battling away. They've got the number 60 of Angelo Jorda not too far behind either. The good thing is at least Lasse Jensen's able to keep a little bit of shelter. And that's on the Trinitron screen, just directly opposite to the gantry of the P1 Bistro here at the Voyens Motorsport Arena. So coming down to the final 2 minutes, Schlunzen looks over his shoulder. Well, he's let the gap drop a little bit, maybe just to conserve the tyres, because he knows for a fact that Travisanuto will throw everything at him, including the local kitchen sink, given the opportunity. And that'll be in the final later on. So both have got pace. If you might remember last year, Sandro Mara very much in the thick of things. Oh, nice move up the inside of Alexander Materna by Kasper Stolzer in the 89. So coming down to the final minute and 20 seconds, plus an additional lap. Robert Schlunzen leading the way and doing a fairly sterling job at the moment. So is Lorenzo Travisanuto. And they come out of the final right-hander. So what's the gap between the pair? 7.5 tenths. Gafke and Rodeguide still battling away over P3. They come through into turns 1 and 2 once again. Some more drivers come across the stripe. As this is one of the closest battles in the field so far. So Gafke versus Rodeguide for P3 on the road. And That's where the little jump is. That's where Joe Scory did the best overtake of the weekend so far. Did the old M&M round the outside and got the job done. And Joe did say to me this morning, don't worry, Alex, I can overtake. And he definitely proved that in spades, not just to me, but for you people watching at home. Coming down to the final 8 or 7 seconds. As Schlunzen still leads on the 22, Birolart, Rotax powered kart. Also, Travisanuto just under a second behind. So next time around they will get the last lap signal, which will be yellow flag with a black cross saying 1 more lap to go. And there is Dear Schilling in the number 7 kart. In 5th place. A bit further back, Mark Rissa has got away from Tom Klein-Gries. But Schlunzen is just controlling the proceedings at the moment. He said to me earlier on, I know that what I'm going to have to do when it comes to Lorenzo Travisanuto is to save my tyres. So the timer has expired. And last lap underway for Robert Schlunzen in the 22. Lorenzo Travisanuto, Enrico Gafka ran at the top 3. Lasse Rolligheid rounds out 4th ahead of Dear Schilling. Mark Rissa currently rounding out 6th, if I remember correctly. He crosses the line ahead of Tom Klein-Gries, with Angelo Jorda not too far behind. David Besibergen rounding out 9th, ahead of Kasper Stolzer, who completes the top 10. But it has been a mere formality at this moment for Robert Schlunzen. And this time it is going to be, very shortly, the checkered flag as we wait with bated breath because just a couple of corners to go. The 22 Birolart, run by Robert Schlunzen, back in the World Championships in the late 90s, takes the checkered for qualifying heat 3. Travisanuto takes 2nd, ahead of Gafka, with Rolligheid rounding up the top 4 places. 5th, Dear Schilling from Team Brasken, the number 7. Mark Rissa in the 85, 6th, ahead of the 84 of Tom Klein-Gries. Angelo Jorda in 8th, ahead of David Besibergen. Kasper Stolzer rounding out the top 10. Materna takes 11th. Just waiting for a few more drivers still to cross the line. Tommy Nielsen, 12th. Henrik Hager, 13th. Casper Brunn, 14th. And then last, but by certainly no means least, we're just waiting at the moment, is the number 9 of Jan Oliver Nielsen, whose race came to an abrupt end on the opening lap through turns 1 and 2. The kart went backwards and then it wouldn't restart. But Robert Schlunzen takes his 2nd qualifying heats win of the weekend and goes in with a psychological advantage for the pre-finals. As very soon we'll be getting underway with our first pre-final of CKR 100cc Euro GP for 2024. It's going to be the pre-final for Prix 89.